Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. 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 Are you still asleep? They took a flat map and wrapped it around a ball and made you think you live on it. Anybody else might run into a small, unfortunate accident. Now you're burning everything. Oh, you can't really get it right. Oh, damn it. You see, there you go. Okay, it's folding right there. It's creased. You will be bombed by 22 minutes. Possibly on the floor. No knowledge at all. All the ball earthers have no knowledge. It's magical. Remember, I want you to think about the chemicals. Okay? These are my thoughts. Hopefully you'll think about it. You can't put something that's flat around on a ball. It doesn't work. Enjoy and have a good time. It should be fun. Get your popcorn out, because it's going to be a winner. Wake up! What the fuck is the matter with these people?
Karma's a bitch.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having a fabulous Flat Earth Friday. Happy Flat Earth Friday. And today for Flat Earth Friday, I thought it would be fun if we went through and celebrated Cece's career on YouTube. He's been on YouTube for like 8 years now. I guess it was his anniversary sometime this week. I couldn't really find exactly when he started. But, I was like, it would be really fun to do a clip show where we just take some of my favorite moments since Cece's been on the platform and react to them today. Just want to give a shout out to all of my members. That's right. I have updated several things right now for the members area. Not prices. They're the same. Don't worry. But I did update the names of your memberships. And there are several new emojis. So if you would like to join the channel, then please think about it. Look at me being a real YouTuber today. If you would like to donate to me directly so that YouTube doesn't take a percentage, then you can do that at this email. This is the PayPal. Or you can email transfer. I don't really know. But please, everybody think about joining the members. That's the best way that you can help support the channel. These are my members right now. Shout out to all of you. And so I have gathered a bunch of clips, like I said, of Cece's, ones that I think are the most fun, let's say. Some shorter videos that are fun to react to. I might have reacted to a couple in the past. But hey, whatever. We're here. Joe's here with us. We have Violet with us. MD is here. Hello. We have some unpassive people here for the Flat Earth stream. Lovely. So let's just get right into it.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning.
Two unskippable ads, you grifter. When do I grift? I deserve a grift every once in a while.
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be.
As soon as I put the camera down, there's a set of two more. And there's a little guy right up there going through there. And I can't seem to, I'm having a big problem focusing in on them.
Oh, yeah?
For some strange reason. I don't know. Oh, look at this, he's turning.
Cece is very, very famous. Very famous for talking about the chemtrails. Hello, Wes.
Look at that. That's nice. You don't see that a lot. What's he turning into the chemtrail? That's weird. Look at that spray, huh? No.
See, okay, you would think that at this point, Cece might clue in and be like, well, maybe they aren't spraying chemicals, because surely if they were, they wouldn't want to fly into the chemicals as if you would be breathing them all in, right? But he's just like, wow, that's weird.
Nice.
Strange.
What do you think they're doing up there? You know what they could be doing? They could be mimicking the ISS. There they're going up and down. Somebody check on the live feed of ISS. See if they're doing a interview with any of the nassholes up there. That's quite a turn.
I often wonder if Cece, I haven't seen anything myself, but I wonder if he often believes that driving around in cars with the exhaust fumes is also chemtrails.
I don't know why he's making a turn like that. Maybe he's going back to
They made the letter K. K for karma, you know?
I guess he's straightening out. Yeah, he went right through that chemtrail.
Oh my God.
There's some more. They're all
Oh no, somebody should surely check on him.
over today. Look at that. Look at how big that got. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, he made a nice S in the sky.
Cece definitely hates NASA. Hates them.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I don't know what they're doing up there, but I've never seen anything like these.
They're flying.
15 years ago, 10 years ago.
See, the thing is, even to become a pilot, you have to have like so many like flying hours too. So like they could just be going on a joyride. Cece, it's not that serious. Calm down.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC
We're just not going to answer that phone then? Okay.
here. You know, I'm getting really annoyed with these chemtrails. You know, I come out, I have to move my car because we can't park here after 9 o'clock. So I've got to now look for a parking spot.
Oh my God, how dare they? How dare they make you think that?
But look at the skies. Look at the skies. Saturday, it's, everybody's looking at me. I mean, it's like, you know, I'm trying to prove to everybody, just wake up. You know, wake up. And we look like people with 3 heads. You know, just take a look. Take a look at this.
Okay. Ooh, Cece's taking us on a little journey. To the sky! He's like panning all around.
Those are chemtrails.
Excuse me? Oh no!
Those are chemtrails.
So I don't know if you heard it there. I was kind of talking. Just listen.
Those are chemtrails.
Excuse me?
Those are chemtrails. Those are not clouds.
So Cece says, those are chemtrails. There's a random person watching Cece recording the sky and going, these are chemtrails. Those are chemtrails. And they go, excuse me? And he says, those are chemtrails. Those are not clouds. Chemtrails? Chemtrails? She says.
Yeah,
Chemical?
yeah, chemical trails.
So then she goes, like, chemical trails? And he goes, yeah, chemical trails. She goes, oh, okay. Just like that. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Those are chemtrails.
Excuse me?
Those are chemtrails. Those are not clouds.
Chemtrails?
Yeah,
Chemical?
Oh yeah, chemical trails.
Now listen to what CC says when he gets back in his car.
Well, maybe somebody did wake up on that.
CC just doesn't even pick up on her sarcasm. I could tell listening to her voice that she's just like, excuse me? Chemtrails? Yeah, okay, bud. Yeah, you're a little loony, huh? And like probably got as far away from him as she possibly could. And Cece gets back in his vehicle and goes, yeah, probably just woke her up. Yeah, I think I got her to see the light. I'm like, that's not what just happened, Cece. That's not what happened there. Look at World War II films. Chemtrails were visible on bombing runs. The government is spraying chemicals to kill the population because nothing helps capitalism more than hurting your own bottom line, right?
I don't know. Good morning.
That's like one of my favorite videos of CC's. So when he gets out of the car to show us the chemtrails and some random person is like, yeah, okay, Dad. You fucking loon bag. Like, what the hell? And he's like, yep. Just out here spreading the truth, waking up these folks in Westchester County.
Good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here. Chris from New York. Just recording the solar eclipse, August 21st, 2017. And
Oh, yeah, August 21st, 2017. The solar eclipse. Like the last one we had. Yeah, he's been at it for that long.
I just want to show you the chemtrails that they're creating here this afternoon prior to the eclipse. It's I think it's probably about 11 o'clock right now.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but usually during like an eclipse, I highly doubt that would be the time that they would schedule to go up in the sky to do something like that. Even if it were true, just because, I don't know if you guys remember, but on days where you're having like a solar eclipse, the sun for some reason is, well, because of the eclipse, but it just seems like 500 times brighter the whole day. So it's like, let's say the government was releasing chemicals on us. I just think that they would probably not do it on that day. You know, they'd wait a couple days if they could choose to do otherwise.
11:30. And let me just show you here.
Oh my God! Do you guys hear that? There's a jet flying over me right now. Cece! Cece, help! Help, they sent the jet! It must be spraying chemtrails over Ottawa. You have a nice backyard.
There's some great ones right there. This one actually can't really see it. You see the ribs? I like to call them ribs. Yeah, there we go. That had a big line right through it. Now it has
See, we couldn't see it because you were filming underneath it.
Wispy clouds. But this one's about to turn into
Into what?
a nice solid cloud, just like that one did.
Wow.
And this is recording up in the
So wait, do chemtrails turn to clouds then? Is that how clouds are made? Is that what you believe, CC? Or you just mean like a chemtrail cloud it turned into?
Catskill region.
You also didn't know that they had ribs? Yeah, me either. I was like, oh, okay.
By the way, this is Windham, New York.
The sky's ribs.
But yeah, no, they're going to be spraying pretty much throughout the entire afternoon, I'm sure, to obscure this nice, beautiful eclipse we're having here.
See, like it shows even in this video, the sun's like brighter on those days.
It's not quite going to happen.
Until the eclipse happens, and then you don't see the sun for a while.
Yeah, we still got about 4 hours here in
If
New
you
York.
get a 100% one.
But I found out you can't use your telescopic lens on there. So anybody who has a P900 right now, I'm going to be ordering mine very shortly. But if you do have one, do not point it toward the sun because you will burn your shutter.
Just taking some photography advice from CC. Maybe he should have been a photographer.
On a
Although with this camera work, I think we all know why he's not.
amateur camera like this, you're not going to have a problem. So anyway, just want to put a video out there and show the chemtrails here that are being...
You seem pretty relaxed for someone that thinks... And like, why would you go outside? Like, I have questions about this, Cece. Like, you're in your backyard and you're going, oh my God, they're pouring chemicals on us right now. I think it's weird. You seem very relaxed about this. If I actually thought that they were pouring chemicals on me to try to harm me, the last thing that I would probably do is then go walk outside while they're doing it. I mean, like, you can record from inside the house. Just have clean windows. Clean your windows once in a while, would you? I just did mine the other day. They got to come do the outside, though. But I'm in a building. You're in a house. You can do that.
sprayed here in New York. So, you know, what are they trying to do? I have no idea. They're trying to...
He's like, what are they trying to do? I have no idea. So I came outside to get sprayed with them. Thought I'd find out, for myself. And I'm like, yeah, that wouldn't be me. I'm sorry. But if I actually believed it.
Obscure our vision of the solar eclipse. Here in New York, we're only getting 77%, so it's really not much of a big deal. And I looked it up.
Wake up, motherfucker! Wake your ass up, you motherfucker!
Fucking...
Oh, he lives in an apartment? Where is he? Where was he? Where he had a nice backyard then? I thought that was his place. I thought that was his house. Okay, I'm sorry. Clean your windows. Get them to come clean your windows. They do it every spring here. They'll be coming around here soon. I'll have to not walk out naked into my living room in the morning. That's the most scariest thing ever, when you're like just hanging out in your living room and you forget that the window cleaners are coming. We don't wear pants in this house. All right. So it's like, oh shit. I gotta go put pants on. He looked up what? Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's where that video ends. That's literally where that video ends. It ends with him going, and then I looked it up, and then it cuts off. Why is he not in his bomb shelter, right? I mean, going outside to get sprayed with the chemtrails is probably not the best idea. I'm just saying. He was on vacation that week? Oh, okay. Joe knows more about CC's comings and goings than I do. I just think it's so funny because he's so relaxed. He goes outside. It's like, yeah, I'll just breathe them all in. He'll be living in the doghouse soon if he keeps this shit up. His wife already forbid him to film his crap in the house. Scam Chan, good to see you. He says, oh, he has been sprayed with plenty in his life.
Thing on YouTube. Fucking thing on YouTube. Fucking thing on YouTube. All right.
I don't know why he started off the video bitching about YouTube. I really don't.
And I looked it up.
Wake up, motherfucker! Wake your ass up, you motherfucker!
Fucking thing on YouTube. Fucking thing on YouTube. Fucking thing on YouTube.
I looped in a couple times, but yes, this is how this video begins. And right away, I'm like, this will be a good one.
All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County, and I am so disappointed in you, Westchester County. I thought maybe you were turning around.
Oh no. Aww.
But it seems just as bad as it was.
Loop, yeah, his brain is on a huge loop. It is. he doesn't believe in editing his videos. No, he doesn't. And he needs to. He needs to. Like, that's the kind of thing where you probably don't want to keep that in. It's just like the video that you'll see eventually of his wife yelling at him in the kitchen. He uploaded that and called it Living with a Globe Earther, all on his own. Right? And I'm like, why would you upload this? You know, like, just maybe cut that part out of your video and don't make it into a short on your channel. You know, YouTube is not a truth engine. It's not.
A year and a half ago. Worse.
Oh, no.
Over what? What are people listening to? And now they're reverting back to a year and a half ago.
So if you don't know what Cece's talking about here, because maybe you're new to him, or like me, you can't always follow along with when things are or where he is. Like we just found out I don't. But Cece right now is complaining about people wearing masks and social distancing and whatnot. He does not believe that COVID was real. He thinks that it was all like a big conspiracy. And that's kind of when he started to really believe in NPCs too.
Where just 2 months ago, everything was fine. 3 months ago, everything was fine. You know, you could walk into a store, you know, you could see their faces, say hi to everybody. But now, all of a sudden,
I'm a little confused on that every time I hear it. I've heard it several times now. I've watched this video a lot. And every time I'm like, when people are wearing a mask, I get you can't see like their nose and their mouth, but am I the only one? Like I usually look people in the eye. So it's like their eyes that I want to see. I don't really care about their mouth or their nose so much. So for me, it would be more annoying if we all went around wearing blindfolds, not only because then we would all be blind, but that's kind of how, you know, you greet someone, you go in, I look someone right in the eyes and I say, hello, you know? So I was kind of like, it's not like everyone has their entire face covered, like they're wearing Halloween masks and you can't go in there and greet them to their face. You can still look people in the eye and greet them at the store, Cece. The mask isn't stopping you from that. Unless you got Jim Carrey hiding somewhere and I don't know.
everything's back to a year and a half ago. Okay. All right, YouTube, you bastards. Okay,
Like, what was that for? Why is this YouTube's fault? I thought you were mad at Westchester County area in New York for making people wear masks again. But now you're like, oh, YouTube, you bastard. Like, okay. Like, sorry, Cece. As a YouTube creator, let me apologize on behalf of all of us for whatever we did to make Westchester County revert back to a couple years ago to social distancing and COVID. See, it kind of happened to everyone, though, Cece. If you guys remember the whole pandemic, there was a time where we had all laxed on the bylaws, you know, on wearing a mask and stuff, and it kind of came back. And I think that was because, you know, we were around each other, and just like when kids go back to school and everyone's sick for the first 3 fucking months, it's the same thing when you kind of let the public go back out in the public again, right? It kind of brought it back for a little bit. So a lot of places had to, revert back and say, crap, maybe we should not have just like taken off all of the restrictions on this and just all gone out in public because COVID kind of came back a bit. Maybe we should kind of take this more slow. And so they were like, you know, please wear masks for a little while and social distance in stores still. And so Cece's upset about that happening. And it's like, well, how do you not understand why that had to happen? Like, I just explained it to you, you know? Wes says, blokes like him are terribly socialized and likely have issues with eye contact. Probably. I mean, it's true. The conspiracy crowd. Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Fuck. I mean, it's now back to 19. It's now back to 2020 right now.
Well, I'm glad that at least he didn't time travel us again. Usually CC time travels us. The other day, he took us back to 2013 or 2023 all of a sudden.
During the lockdown. Okay, I'm gonna get, you know what, as your president Biden has said, I'm gonna get in trouble if I say anything more. Thank you for subbing, and thank you for viewing my channel and letting me be a part of your life.
You didn't seem too happy that we were a part of your life, Cece, at the end of that. I'm just saying.
Wake up!
Like all flat earthers, Cece does have a very big issue with perception of everything. I didn't add in the music because it's just silent for this whole bit. Like, what are we looking at, Cece? Like, okay. Oh, zoom. All right. Roses upside down. I like roses. I especially like black roses. Just saying. You know, they're with my skull on my subscribe button for my channel. Some black roses that I drew. But I don't get what we doing here, Chris. Zooming in and out. In and out. I think we're supposed to be looking at the roses.
Now, for your religious buffs out there, I just noticed this before.
I'm not religious, but I understand religion. There was a time when I was very Catholic.
With this flower that I've been hanging on the ceiling.
Okay.
And it really does have a face on it, doesn't it? But that.
Wait, we were supposed to see a face on the flower? Yeah, no, didn't see that. Didn't see it. No.
Our eyes are deceiving us when we go to the ocean.
You mean your eyes are deceiving you? I literally just saw upside down flowers, like I said. Okay? I don't know.
Or we see something.
Okay.
Take a look at it again.
Okay. All right, now this time we're getting a biased look because now I'm going to be looking for the face. So I'm just saying. I don't know if it's fair. I am trying so hard. It looks like a face. I don't see a face. Is it just me? Am I the only one that doesn't see a face? I have very good eyesight. I'm the only person in my household with any eyesight. Trevor and Hannah wear glasses. So I'm just, where's the eyes and the nose? Like, are you, I'm looking at it for a very long time. I guess you could sort of try to make out like the mouse at the bottom and there's like a circular area, but no. I see Jesus. Take that, atheists. Waiting for that.
No, it's not the face of whatever you think it is.
Nope. CC says it's not the face of Jesus. Sorry, devils. Sorry.
All it is.
Okay. It is over a cow, isn't it? I didn't even really 100% notice that. That's great. With Chinese or Japanese lettering. We got all kinds of stuff going on. All right, so now we have a different angle. So it's not what I thought it was. Like the face that I thought it was. You know, I just, whatever.
That's all it is, folks.
Wow.
Now, some nut would probably bag this up and say, this is the face of Jesus, whatever.
I mean, called you out there. Ha.
It's not. It's just the way your eyes have it.
So wait, we were supposed to see the face of Jesus then in the flowers? That's what's going on? Hello, Go-Go says, was he drying the roses or looking for a sign? I think the face all the way at the bottom, like cloud guessing games. It's a draft, yeah. I don't know. Apparently we were supposed to see the face of Jesus, which I definitely did not see. But maybe it's because I'm atheist. Joe says, I see a goat with a hat on its head. He caught us!
Perspective.
Get out of my head!
Happy Easter. Have a good weekend.
All right.
That was a weird video, Cece. Happy Easter. Have a good weekend. Did you see Jesus's face in these upside down flowers I have hanging? Like, okay. It's funny too how you can understand that your eyes are playing tricks on you with that, but then when it comes to the horizon, you have a very hard time. And I find that fun. That's a lot of fun, you know? Can't he just make potpourri like a normal person? Damn it, Cece! Maybe he's drinking some of the booze he's showing us here at the end. What's that about? He knows what Jesus looks like? What? Yeah, because let's be real. There was no blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white person that would have been Jesus back then. That's all I'll say about that. It would be too boring. All right, you guys ready for this next one? Just get ready for it. He screams at us.
All right. Same day. I literally just drove past here 10 minutes ago.
Cece literally just drove past here 10 whole minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, guys.
10 minutes ago, I drove past here.
10 minutes ago, he drove past there.
And there was nothing going on at all.
Nothing.
And then all of a sudden, I look at this mess.
Oh my God. I hope everyone is okay. That's the first thing that I think when I see an accident. What's the first thing that you think, Cece?
How the fuck did that happen?
Like how is a car on fire? Are you not familiar with cars and accidents and how it happens quite a lot, actually?
How did this van just explode? Now, I don't see any other cars around at all.
It's amazing, Cece. You know, someone could get into a crash within like 2 minutes and have their car explode. And you even say yourself, you haven't been there for at least 10 minutes. Probably longer, right? My guess is that you're trying to downplay how long it's been, right? So it's probably been longer. But even 10 minutes, like that is more than enough time for someone to, like, let's say, veer off the road, hit another car, and then have their fucking engine explode on them. Have you ever seen an engine overheat? Obviously, you never used to drive around with a bunch of guys that used to soup out cars so that they would get really shitty cars, and then every few months, their engines would overheat, and you'd be stuck on the road. Welcome to my early 20s. So, like that happens all the time. Literally, the engine overheats on cars and shit, and they will smoke like crazy. All right? My ex and I had a vehicle do that. Trevor and I also had a vehicle do that. It wasn't as bad though, but it was smoking. We were trying to drive home. All right. My ex's vehicle literally like blew up one day, just randomly. Like the whole thing just fucking basically, yeah, just poof. And it was like basically on fire. The fucking engine. You know? It's like, what do you mean? How does this happen? It happens a lot. Scam Chan says, in his world, accidents happen on his schedule, right? Do they not have accidents in Westchester County? Maybe not as many as elsewhere. I do hear that Westchester County is one of the most wealthy counties in that area. That's what I hear. So maybe not. Why is the car burning? Why is the hospital bill? Why is the hill there?
That hit this van, but it appears to me it just exploded. I don't.
Oh, and that's not weird. A car just like exploding, not that weird. Like I said, actually happens more often than you apparently than you think, Cece.
Nowhere. No explanation. There's a car on the side right over there. It looks like it's been hit.
Cece, you say there's no explanation for why that car is like smoking, and then in the next sentence tell us that there's another vehicle involved in this collision that was obviously hit. Is that what you just did? There's no explanation and then you explain it. Beautiful. Love that.
On the side. But I think that thing was just parked there.
And even if it was parked there, if a car's driving, car parks, depending on how fast the car's going, if it's going pretty fast, it looks like that's a normal speed limit road there, People are probably going like 50 at least. Go off the road at 80, hit a parked car. That could happen. It's not that weird.
But how the fuck did this happen just out of nowhere? After just driving past it?
How did it happen out of nowhere? It's crazy, isn't it, Cece? Is this guy trolling right now? The car's obviously burning because the earth is flat. Duh. We all know that.
The combustible human. Do you remember those stories? That a human can just flame up into nothing. There'll be nothing left. I mean, this is just classic. I don't know.
All right. I understand maybe not wanting to believe in human combustion, because it is still kind of something that even science is like, we think that we know why it happens, but there is no real explanation for it. But I don't understand why you wouldn't get a vehicle setting on fire. And how those two things are not the same. Like vehicles are like a machine, has an engine in it, all kinds of different parts in it. Many of them can set on fire, run around with gas. It's a little bizarre, CC, but, they must have done it on purpose, right? They saw you drive by the first time, and they were like, oh my God, there is CC. That's the main character of our flat earth. He's the guy we're trying to trick. All right? So somebody get in a car accident right quick, right now. Drive into this guy parked here so that CC will drive by it and see an accident and then think, wow, nobody's an NPC in our world. This was a real accident. You caught him, CC. You caught him.
Tell me. 2 minutes ago, I just drove past here and there was nothing there.
No, it was 10 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, and now it's 2 minutes ago. Okay, like, was it 2 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago? So that's why I say I think you're downplaying this, even with your 10 minutes.
Actually, what I'm worried about now is a drill. Is this preparing them for something?
What?
Because that's what happened in my
Are they preparing who for what? Who for what?
area. They did a little drill before something else happens. That's Central Avenue, Yonkers, southbound.
I made a sandwich 10 minutes ago and now it's just gone. Explain that, globetards. Maybe Russia is invading CC. Maybe. He's the only one you've ever seen, what, severe flat earther? He is a complete paranoid personality and he believes very heavily in a lot of conspiracy theories. People are NPCs, the earth is flat, they're dropping chemtrails on us. But basically, any conspiracy theory that you can think of, Cece will believe it. Like he'll just be like, oh my god, yeah, that's so true. Clover Mom, good to see you. Good to see you.
Wake up!
Wake up! So, like, I'm just like, so now they're doing drills, and their drills are car crashes. So, for what? For when we go into war, and then people will have to crash cars into people? Okay. For when Judgment Day happens and cars turn to Transformers? Like, what is it for, Cece?
Updating for you.
Thank you.
All right, more on this later.
Oh, jeez, we were all on the edge of our seats. I just hope that nobody was injured in that accident. Because, like, Cece didn't even take a second to think that, like, there's people probably in both of these cars. Are they okay? That's usually my first thought when I see an accident is, oh no, I hope everyone's okay. Especially if there's like cars on fire and smoking and stuff, you know, you're like, oh my, that looks bad. I hope everyone's okay. Not Cece. No. Cece's first reaction is, I knew that they were lying to me about the earth. These damn NPCs.
All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
It doesn't matter if people die. We live in a simulation anyway. It's all fake and gay.
Wherever you may be,
And everyone's
CC
gay.
Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 129.
And it's easy, Chris here from Westchester County, and 129. Why are you both upright and upside down?
2023.
He does do some editing when he wants to.
You know, I prefer the Ninja over the Nespresso for some reason. I don't know. I just do. You know, for one reason is you have to buy fucking pods for that.
Oh, no.
And that, I can put my own coffee in. Okay. Do you feel like you're upside down?
No. Mind you, I don't live in Australia, so.
Any chance? Do you feel like you're upside down?
Do you? Cece?
I never have had that feeling before. Is there some sort of scientific method in order to figure out who's upside down and who's right up?
Cece, the Earth has a gravitational pull in the center, which means that everyone's standing on the Earth. So when you're looking at the globe and you see like places on the bottom, those people aren't upside down. They're right side up. Oh my God.
I don't think so. I don't think there is.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. And I have to address this.
The bottom video is how Chuck chases the fact, sees the world. Yeah, he's upside down. Chuck is upside down. Well, ask him.
Let me have a cup of coffee here.
Oh, okay. I think maybe if you're questioning if people feel like they're upside down, you might want to lay off on the caffeine and other substances, but you do you.
The scientists have figured out that every 7 or 80 years, the core stops. Yeah, that's the core of this supposed ball that we live on. Yeah, that's right. That's the core. And they'll give you a whole diagram of it. Of course, every layer, all the way down to the center of the core. And it stops every 70 or 80 years. See, I didn't know that.
So, because it stops, do you think that the gravity should then stop? And then everyone would just like fall off the earth? Is that what you're going with? Hello, Jen. Good to see you. Down is a concept Flurfs fail to understand, apparently, right? Hello, Sherry. Good to see you.
And I really appreciate the scientists that are feeding you nonsense to tell us about all of this. And that's great. Did they tell you about this 70 years ago? Well, I can't find any information about that using any network, but it doesn't matter. We've only dug down 8.5 miles. You know what 8.5 miles is on this beautiful ball that you live on? It's like cutting the surface of a gobstopper and not getting to the middle. So,
have you ever fucking tried to cut one of those large-ass gobstoppers before, though? Because if you have, then maybe you kind of would understand why maybe they can't get right down to the core right now, CC.
You know, gobstoppers were a big thing back in the day, you know. And they changed colors and everything like that, but we haven't even gotten down to the first layer.
I know, there was even a movie about it that I used to love when I was younger, about a girl named Elizabeth and her friends, and they shove a gobstopper in her mouth and put her in the trunk to do a prank on her birthday for her. And she ends up dead. And then they have to go on after they kill their friend. I used to watch it on repeat. It used to be one of my favorite movies. Glover Mom says, here we go, some research. But a study analyzing seismic wave data over the past 60 years by researchers at Peking University in China has concluded that the core's rotation stopped around the year 2009 and then restarted in the opposite direction. So it doesn't just stop, you know? And, right, it was just one study. And apparently one study means it's absolute fact. But the one thing that I caught you about this is that they also didn't say it like completely stops and then just isn't. Right? Which is kind of what CZ's trying to say here. Like, it just stops. And it's like, no. Technically, they said it then starts rotating in the opposite direction. So that's not really stopping either, CC. So, like, even when you read a study about something, you get it wrong. You know?
Not even that.
CZ just read to the part where it said that it stopped in the study. And then he was like, oh my God, it stopped? They found out that it stopped in 2009? I gotta go and do a fucking YouTube video about that, right? Because I'm like, there's no way that it stops. I don't care what study you read. You know? We would probably notice that. Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Do you think that, like, it stopped and then that proves now Gravity isn't real. He probably does think the universe is just 6,000 years old.
So, the scientists are telling us that the core
Okay.
of the Earth has stopped spinning, and then it's gonna.
I love how he's like the scientist. Like he doesn't even really state where he heard this from. What scientists? Like what are they scientists of? There's different types of scientists, Cece.
Come back around. It does this every 70 or 80 years. Is that enough bullshit for you? Or are you still thinking that you live on a ball?
I don't know why that would say that the Earth is flat. If anything, doesn't that say that it is a ball because there's a core? I mean, what? You're not going to have a core of a flat slab like you'll have the core of a globe. So I'm a little confused, Cece. Glober Mom says, Vidal published a study last year suggesting that the inner core oscillates much more rapidly, changing direction about every 6 years. All right. It would make sense that it would change directions. According to seismic data from 2 nuclear explosions dating back to the late 1960s and early 1970s, another geophysicist, see how Glober Mom told us what type of scientists they were? She didn't say another scientist, no. At the Australian National University, because I won't be able to pronounce his name, I'm sorry, believes the cycle of the inner core is about 20 to 30 years, rather than the 70 years proposed by the study in Nature Geoscience. Okay. All right. But again, it's a cycle of the inner core, and then it would have a new cycle, right? It doesn't just stop. It's good to know.
Tell me, who's upside down? Am I upside down? I don't.
Maybe. I mean, you're trying to trick us with this video, CT?
think so. I don't feel it. I feel like I'm on a flat level ground. Thank you for subbing and thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
So we even have it here. This is free Pakistan. This is see.
This is one of his more recent videos. All right, just trigger warning. Just if you are someone that is into what's going on in our world right now, and you are someone that believes very heavily in the free Pakistan and all of that, I don't like to get into it over here. But just, trigger warning.
These people are paid, okay? They're all fucking paid. All of them are paid. Every single one of them.
Just like me and like Glober Mom and stuff are paid by NASA to make videos on you saying that the Earth is not flat. They paid like that? Or are they actually like fucking sorry, is that what I said? I love my life. Who's paying them? Again, it's very bizarre.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be.
Gravity's very, very hard for CC.
CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's 11:26.
You'd never have a flat disk hurling through space. Yes, everyone but CC and other flat earthers and conspiracy nuts are paid controlled opposition, right? Me and Joe are still waiting for our checks from NASA. Like, I'm wondering when they're going to start sending that to me. Lasai.
You know,
He's so upset all the time. Oh,
Well, I kept my mouth shut last night, so
okay. Thank you.
I didn't say anything I wanted to. But my problem is gravity.
We
You see, to
know.
a flat earther, gravity is a fantastic thing because you can't prove it. You don't know what it is. And the only people that think they know what it is and that believe what they're saying has to come from a philosopher or a scientist or a...
Yeah, I was kind of like a philosopher. Let's be real. How many people actually listen to philosophers anymore? You know? Gravity does suck. All right. I'm clumsy. NASA spends all its money on Windex and the ISS. The astronauts are really just dome washers. That's right.
Astrophysics.
It's like how I told Cece to keep his windows clean. We got to keep the dome clean, you know?
Major, some bullshit that we'll never understand. But you see, not a single scientist can explain it to us. So if you take gravity out of the picture,
Not a single scientist can explain gravity to you. I'm pretty sure that there's several that can. And have, by the way. If you go look up on YouTube or even just Google CC Flat Earth, all right, you're going to be met with video after video after video. Glover Mom reacts to them. And he's starting to get a lot of traction from some larger channels the last couple of years too now. Just constant videos, several from people that are the scientists, as he calls them, trying to explain this to him. And he doesn't get it. I don't know. See, you guys start watching these damn videos done on you, okay? Maybe then you would understand. I've even explained it to you.
okay, take gravity out of the picture. What's holding together the ball? For all you NASA fans, what exactly is holding the ball together?
What?
If there is no gravity, which you don't understand. What's holding everything together? What's holding everything together with this universe? How are we moving through?
It's like I'm laying here on my couch, like not floating around in my living room. So, since I'm not floating around, I'm pretty confident that gravity exists. One time they forgot to clean the dome and it got a big smudge from one of the satellite suction cups failing. That is how Nibiru was discovered.
Universe. How are we traveling with the sun through this enormous amount of speed? Once gravity is taken out of the equation, none of it makes any sense. So you have to understand that gravity
He has literally had people break down the gravitational pull, show him the mathematics of gravity like 100 times by now. And like CC doesn't have an excuse. He can't even really be like, oh, nobody can explain it. Because it's like, people have personally tried to explain it to you on numerous occasions. Actually, Chris from New York, Westchester County.
bullshit from what you've been taught.
Bullshit!
And once you understand that, and you understand that all of these scientists back 50, 70 years ago have come
Actually, Sherry, stars are shaped like stars. Did you not hear? There was a thing recently where a bunch of people were very, very up in arms about stars being round. They were like very upset about it. They were like, stars are not round. They're shaped like the emoji stars that we're used to. How dare you try to say that? And it was like, what is going on right now in our world? Are they all watching CC?
with a computation that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Pizza Earth!
But there's nothing holding you together. There's nothing holding anything down.
Maybe there's there's nothing holding you together, but listen. All right, I got caffeine and weed holding me together with my meds just fine.
But once you realize that, well, then you might want to rethink your ball. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
I know, Joe. So I'm so mad at that outro, too. CZ does the same outro every time, as a lot of us do. I do the same intro and outro pretty much every time myself. So, I'm familiar with it. And it's like, sometimes he's just like, thank you for subbing, thank you for being here, thank you for being a part of my life. And I'm like, I don't feel like you're very grateful. All right, I watch almost all of your videos. And sometimes, if you're really freaking out in them and I find them funny, I give you likes instead of dislikes. Yeah, that's right. And when you say that, I go, oh my God, I don't think that he likes me being here. You need to sound like you mean it.
You see, we're still waiting
Lie to me,
for
damn it!
a top scientist to contact us. Not me in particular. Maybe another YouTube. People that are putting many videos out with a lot of subs.
Wake up! It's time to wake up!
Wake up!
Listen, okay, what the fuck is the matter with these people?
What the fuck is the matter with these people?
Wake up!
But we're still waiting for a top scientist to contact us and explain everything to us.
Wait,
We
to
still have-
contact us? Cece, are you waiting for someone to like reach out to you from NASA and be like, hello, I am John from NASA. Just writing you personally today, Cece, so that I can explain gravity to you. Like you have come to YouTube many times and asked. Like, what do you mean people contact us and let us know? All right, they do research, they do studies, they publish the results. You have to like seek out the information though. You know?
I had that person. You see, the problem is, flat earthers have a problem with gravity.
We are very aware. We know.
It can't be explained.
Okay.
And there comes
Whatever.
a big
Sure.
problem.
I give
So
up,
all
damn
they're
it!
getting educated, the scientists that are out there.
3 years, you wore me down, Cece. Okay, fine. We'll just, whatever. If you don't want to believe in gravity, don't believe in it. But then you can't really come out here and do videos where you're like, I've decided to not believe in this thing. So now it's up for you to prove how the world works now that I've said that this thing isn't real. Like now it's up to you to prove now. And I deal with this all the time on X. All right. The Zitter, Twitter, whatever you call it. Where flat earthers will be like, you have to prove to me that the earth is a globe. And I'm like, we've already proven it. We already have. Okay? The studies, all kinds of stuff out there. Pictures of the damn thing. So if you want to say something different now and go against the evidence, then you are supposed to provide the evidence of the contrary. And here's the thing, if you ever actually did provide good evidence, the funny thing is that everyone would be like, holy shit, we got to rethink everything. And then they would redo it. That's the thing about science. That's what science is. Scientists are not people that are like, I am 100% correct and factual on my hypothesis. Like, do you not know anything about science? Oftentimes, they have a theory, they have a hypothesis, and then they go about either proving it or disproving it. But the point is to learn about that. You know, like you want to see, am I right about my hypothesis? Or, you know, is there other information that I should be thinking about and learning about? And then they publish their discovery, even if it's wrong and it goes against what they originally thought. They'll be like, holy shit, I thought this. And then when I went and we did studies on it and we researched it, we were fucking wrong. It's actually this way. You know, like, it's not like they come out here and they go, listen, all right, we've decided that this is the way things are, and then they announce to us how things are. Like, they're not just like, the earth is a globe, everyone. Fuck you, shut up. Like, our world, society went through a lot in trying to figure out why things in our world are the way that they are. And we're still figuring things out. And probably always will be. Right? Because things are going to evolve. Our world will evolve. Things on our world will evolve. Evolution is real, whether or not you want to believe in it. And it works in everything. Right? And so because of that, things are going to change. And then we have to keep learning and keep the science up. You know? You usually go into science with a question that you want the answer to. And you don't care what the answer is. All right? That's kind of the trick in doing like unbiased research and stuff, right? And not using like confirmation bias and stuff. When you're a scientist, you have to learn how to like put all that aside. You go into it with a question and you just want the answer to your question. Maybe you have a theory on what you think the answer is, but you don't go in it going, I am looking up information to prove my theory. You go in it saying, I have a theory, I'd like to find out. It's very different than being a flat earther and going around trying to find little pieces of information that might prove that the earth is flat. When none of it's ever real evidence, you know? Glover Mom says, science disproves, peer review validates or invalidates that experiment. Then another person comes along and builds upon that science. And that's what I mean. And it's like everyone in that has to not have their own preconceived notion of what the answer is or should be. You know, you have to like go into it with an open mind and be okay with being wrong. Which is one thing that flat earthers are never okay with, as we know. So it's like, the onus is on you to prove now. We have proof out, all right? The proof is out there. So now it's your turn to say, and now here is my theories and my evidence that disproves the stuff that's out. That's kind of how it works. And then this stuff happens, you know? From our reference frame, we appear to be the center of the universe. Yeah, especially if you have main character syndrome like Cece here.
Is complete nonsense. It's been written.
Sorry, Joe.
And you're learning nonsense.
So wait, you think authors got together and were like, let's write history books. That will be fun. Let's make up a whole history book describing why the earth is a globe, and then we will just pass it out. And then no one in all of science was ever like, we got to really look into this. Really? People just published books that said that, and everyone was like, shit, sounds good to me. I'll accept it. Let's base our entire world on that.
Nothing that's been ever proven.
Literally.
You see, now that's the problem with us, with flat earthers at least. And we try to get through this. You know, we try to speak to scientists and
how do you cope in CC?
And try to hear their explanation of gravity. And there is none, because we don't know what it is. We have no idea. We have dug down 8 miles. 8 miles. Okay? 8 miles, that's all we've dug down to. All right? The Russians took 30 years to do this. And we've never gone beyond that. We have no idea what the layers of the layers that are lied to No, I'm sorry. Let me retract that. The layers that are shown to our children, we have no idea anything about that. All right. I mean, they're lying about the planet, which we don't live on.
Wait, now we don't live on the planet? Oh my! Now it's just not even flat Earth or globe Earth anymore. Now it's, are we on the planet?
Made up this ridiculous nonsense of just.
I always ask them why. Like, what would be the point? What would be the point in it? Like, what is the reason why they would have to lie to us about the shape of the Earth and then go through all of this trouble, creating all this alleged fake science, proving gravity exists and all this other stuff exists, you know? Like, what is the point of it? And they can never tell me. They're just like, so they can control us. And I'm like, who's they? And they're like, the government. And I'm like, I'm in Canada. We don't even have the same government. You're in the US. What do you mean? Explain it more. And then you want me to believe that all of the world's governments got together? Kim Jong-un's over there, yeah, having meetings with everyone. And say, yeah, they all got together and decided that they were going to, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Sure they did, Cece.
Shit. I mean, it's unbelievable. How people, it's unbelievable how I bought it. Because I was there. I believe this shit. I thought we were going to go to fucking Mars and beyond. I was
and
beyond! You know what, Voyager right now? Voyager 1, I think it's beyond what they say. It's
Voyager 1 and beyond!
It's beyond the barrier. Now their solar system. Oh, man. You know, I was all in it. I was all there. But there's absolutely no proof. But scientists will just come out and put their shirt and tie on, and doctors will put their stethoscopes on and their white coat of truth, and everybody will believe them. You've come to a point right now where you've got to wake the fuck up. Okay? You really do. You've got to wake the fuck up.
Oh my.
I don't know how you're going to do it, but you've got to do it. And if you don't wake the fuck up,
okay,
then, I mean, really, we're lost here. Okay?
Oh, darn.
All right, so whomever is getting into Flat Earth right now, study it, learn it, understand it, but wake the fuck up, because we're at a pinnacle point.
So you're supposed to study the flat Earth? I'm having a hard time here, Cece. Wake up, people! Wake up!
Wake up!
Just wake up. We're the ones that need to wake up. Yeah, it's us. It's us, you know? Wallace and Gromit were there, and they took samples. If they were the flat Earth, why create NASA? Why teach about space? Why teach about globe Earth, right? Like, it makes no sense to me. I'm like, why would they create this and then go through all of this trouble? Like, it's actually a lot of trouble. Think about what it would take to lie to everyone on the universe about the shape of the Earth. And just that alone should make you go, yeah, no, obviously it's not happening. You know? Because, like you're saying, it certainly isn't to keep the people of the Earth divided and at war or to depopulate, as flat earthers claim. It's like, what is the reason? It's because, again, we don't go to war fighting whether or not the Earth is flat. And I know that you believe in the chemtrails, but here's the funny thing. You don't have to believe the Earth is flat to believe the stupid chemtrail conspiracy theory, believe it or not. It's one on its own. You know? They're not using that theory to like depopulate us in any way or do anything to us, you know? It's not like they're like, oh, well, since the earth is a globe, time for you to take your weekly medication or like anything weird. You know, like it makes no sense to me. So weird. All the work that they would make for themselves. And if there's one thing you should know about the government, it is that they do not like to make extra work for themselves. Okay? I don't care where you lie on the political spectrum, whether you're liberal, Republican, whatever, we can all agree on that. Right? So it's like, why would they? I don't think so.
Right now. All right.
There it is!
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Well, same day, same time. This is not to scale, of course. When I grew up, the solar system was stationary.
All right, honey, come on.
The sun was standing. Well, same day, same time. This is not to scale, of course. When I grew up, the solar system was stationary.
All right, honey, come on.
The sun was standing.
Why don't you stop this bullshit?
I,
Idiot.
shouldn't you give me like 5 minutes?
No, you've had it all morning, and I'm just freezing, and I'm hungry, and it's time to start cleaning the house.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Are you still asleep? Huh? Are you still asleep? Wake up! What the fuck is the matter with these people?
Oh, she's your hero. You love her. You know, it's great. Everyone loves that clip of Cece's wife coming into the kitchen and going, no, stop this bullshit right now. All right, you stop this flat earth shit. Wes says, I wish Jane was more like this. Was that bozo? Yeah, with that bozo red. Yeah, that would be helpful for him. The sun was stationary even though it takes 27 days to rotate once. Okay, right? The look on his face said it all, right? He gets a little upsetty. He gets a little bit upsetty spaghetti. So that's it for the clips. I thought that what we would do is we would do a small little ad break. And then afterwards, I would like to react to Cece's newest video. It's only 9 minutes long, so we should be able to get through it quite quickly. Because it is called Very Scared, Very Confused, and Very Frightened on Our Flat Earth. So Cece's having a very horrible time right now, I guess. The poor dude is just living on the flat earth. He's horrified. Horrified.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Horrified, driving around in his car here. And I just got to check in on him, you know, make sure that he's okay. CC wife for Nobel Peace Prize for telling it like it is. That's right. Yes, we want the demons, the berserker demons. For burnt toast, like the content creator or the food? We do need Bob Larson. We need some Bob Larson. So I'll play our commercial break, and then when I come back, let's react to this video of Cece's. Like I said, it's only 9 minutes long. I have watched this one, and he's very, very upsetty spaghetti. Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuck boy. No one fucks with my hose. The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Wait, do you have a condom? You don't have one somewhere? Yes. Oi, excuse me there, sir. Do you have these directions? Sure, you just go down that way and make a turn. Don't let her know that your dinger's almost a no-go. Get Tiny Dinger condoms to you discreetly. It's very important to choose the right size, so make sure that you get your tiny size. Don't be caught without a condom. No. Get Tiny Dinger condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Located at your local CVS, pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper, Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. get it. You're into feet, and not many girls are also into feet, but you finally found your dream woman. We got your souls covered now. Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger Condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand, and the same people who brought to you Sexual Endorphin Spray, trademarked. We have now created the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray. When you're rubbing on her toes, take a deep breath in and smell the sweet aromas of the toilet bowl, the tire shop, dead flowers, and your nana's perfume. After all, it will turn you on more than just her pinky toe will. This little piggy has been to the market and grabbed themselves a bottle of the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray, trademarked. It made it so much easier to wake to my ex-girlfriend's feet after she posted up her beach trip vacay photos. Grab your bottle now and make that nasty foot fragrance vanish just like a ghost. Located at CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Kmart, Chaz R Us, and in your favorite foot fetishist nightstand. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger Condoms and Fantasia Foot Spray. Buy Tiny Digger Diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsor. Laura Mom says, true fact, delete laws is using those in jail as we speak. I like it. So again, this video is Cece's latest video, as far as I know, unless he uploaded his Flat Earth Friday video today, his Think About It Friday already. But it is again called Very Scared, Very Confused, and Very Frightened. So he's scared and frightened on our flat Earth. So like, you know, it's a doozy. It's better than Trump diapers. Maybe Trump buys them. We should do one for Trump. So, you know, we all know he's very confused. But let's find out why he's scared and frightened.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 5/9/24. Woo!
So yesterday's video.
Those ballers must be exhausted, man. No, really, they must be exhausted because...
I don't know. I'm all right. Are you guys all right? Are you all exhausted? I'm doing okay. I mean, it is Friday. It's the end of the week, you know. I'm looking forward to the weekend with my family. It's been a long week of doing a lot of stuff around the house and appointments and whatnot. But, you know, I'm doing all right. Not too exhausted. Is that time about the flat earth or about his sex life? The title? Could be. Scam Chan says he hasn't fallen off the edge yet, so he's doing all right. CC here hasn't driven off the edge yet, so there's that.
Spitting at 1,000 miles per hour? What are you holding on to? How are you keeping your hair so... Look...
It's the date, Jen. Are you doing that because of Chuck? Chuck does that too. Chuck thinks it's the time. It's the date. So it's May 9th, 2024. But Chuck's done that before. Chuck chases the facts. He was like, why is Cece always saying the time? It was like, Chuck, sweetie, it's not the time, Chuck.
So great. I mean, really, you're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, falling over backwards.
Love
Holy
you,
shit.
Chuck.
How do you do it? You must be in great shape, man. You
You'll watch this video sometime.
really. You see, it doesn't matter for me because I know we live on a flat, stationary land.
Okay.
1,000 mile per hour spin doesn't bother me because I know it's bullshit. We're all
Okay, here's the thing. Yes, Toxic Angel, this guy is a flat earther. The flat earther of all flat earthers. One of them, anyway. There's a few big one, like David Weiss and...
standing still, but the ball earthers, whoa, they must be tired, exhausted, scared, frightened for their lives. We're going to war! Everybody's gonna die by something, a meteor. I think they just found another meteor. It looks like another joint. That's great. But this one's a flat joint.
My whole thing is, okay, so if we felt the earth spinning and then we were all tired, then CC would also feel it and he would also be tired. So I don't know why it would just be the globe earthers that are tired. Like, does he think that we're feeling spinning and he's just not feeling spinning? It's weird to me.
Must have sat on it. Oh, man, I mean, it is just hysterical. How I believed all this shit is unbelievable. And the fucking news, Palestine, Ukraine, I mean, colleges are closing down.
Or, if you ask me, Pakistan.
Want something to fight about? Okay, kids. Hey, Gen Zs or whatever the fuck they are. I got something for you to protest.
I don't even know. Am I a millennial? What am I? I don't even know. I was born in 1986, though. I know I'm old as fuck, but I don't even know what I am.
You're an old crocodile.
I'm an old crocodile, Trevor says. But I don't know what generation I am, but whatever, Cece. I don't know why this has to do with the younger generation. I'm just saying. It's kind of more our mistakes, isn't it?
Why don't you protest the fact that your school's being closed down and you can't graduate? No graduate.
Cece did pop your flat earth cherry. I knew of flat earthers before Cece, but I do believe Cece was one of the first ones that I've reacted to on my channel. I know that I covered the conspiracy because earlier on in my channel, I was covering a lot of conspiracy theory stuff. And I remember I covered the flat earth conspiracy and we went through all the reasons why people believe in it. And we talked about some of the people that are like more notorious out here believing in it, right? But I don't think I think Cece might be the first flat earther I did like a flat earth reaction to. I am a millennial. See, I thought I was a millennial. I'm just saying. 1986 was the year of the tiger. I'm from the same year. That would explain a lot, actually. The year of the tiger. I'm 37. All right, I'm old. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You don't seem to be that much older than me. I'm just saying, good for you. Seriously, I wouldn't have known. Would have thought you were around my age. He's the first one I sent you. Yeah, he's the first one you sent me. And I think he might have been the first one I did a reaction to. I believe I reacted to the Flat Earth movie. I remember I did that. I can't remember, though, if I did it before or after I reacted to Cece. I'd have to check on my channel. My memory isn't with us. I do have a trauma disorder and my memory gets fucked up sometimes, okay? So I have trouble remembering exactly. But I believe he is the first one that I reacted to. All right, stop aging yourself. Same with you, Sherry. I wouldn't guess that you're that much older than me at all. You say you graduated college in 86, like I would never know. I would never know. You all have very young at heart personalities, which is actually what matters more than anything. It's how you feel. It's not your age. Just say it. You know, you're not old until you feel old and you acting old. Yeah, see, I would never guess that for you, Sherry. Would never guessed it for you. Would have never guessed 59 for you either, Jens. I just wouldn't. You guys are too much fun. Exactly. It's all how you feel and how you live your life, right? You know? Good. That's awesome. Honestly, why not? So this is where the grandkids send you if they want some peace and quiet, huh?
Well, you can graduate, but they're going to do it remotely again, like they did in COVID. Remember COVID? Yeah, that's that mysterious thing that was in the air, that if you breathed, you die.
It was that mysterious thing in the air that if you breathe in, you die. I don't ever remember people like describing it like that. That's a bit much. A bit much. I'm just saying this is... CZ does have great teeth. Something that I lost with my pregnancy.
That's something to protest about. I would really be disappointed in my college spending all of that money.
Also, did you know that if you suffer from a serotonin deficiency, like an actual deficiency that's like apart from just depression, like my body has actual trouble making serotonin, I'm a bit different, then it will mess up your teeth? Because I just found that out.
And not even be able to get any graduation pictures. That's something to protest. What you're protesting about, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Half the kids that are there aren't even from the university. They just found out that they're from like Washington, D.C. and they came in. I mean, you could see.
Do you and Jen share a birthday? That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. I just share a fucking birthday with King of Pool.
How much bullshit they have to put in the news to keep you occupied, to keep you thinking that something's going to happen, that it's the end of the world, or whatever it may be, to keep your mind off of thinking. Think! You do not live on a spinning wet ball. You do not live in a solar system.
I don't, like, it's kind of funny because CC seems to think that if we would all just wake up to the fact that we are on a flat earth, then, like, all of the world's problems will be solved. Like, he's talking about, like, the war and shit, you know, and then he's like, all you have to do is think. Just think, people. All right, just think and wake up.
Wake up!
Like, why won't you do it? What the fuck is the matter with you?
What the fuck is the matter with these people?
And it's like, okay, but even if that was true, that doesn't change any of the other things going on the world. You know, it's not like all of that would cease to exist all of a sudden. Like, the war would end. Like, they'd be like, oh, we're all good now. We were just, you know, we just needed to know that the world was flat.
You do not, space does not exist. All of this is bullshit. Okay? All of it. I mean, it's if it's not obvious to you now, we can't help you, okay? If you can't open your minds and just say, hey, you know, something's wrong here. Everything seems to be not right, you know, with life and the way we're supposed to live it. You know, why are they pumping everybody?
From his Foodie Beauty do cameos? That's hilarious. Joe wants a Foodie Beauty cameo for his birthday. If only people would wake up and realize we live on a dirt pizza so we can all finally stop paying taxes and going to war. Damn it! Why don't they? I also remember when I read Discworld, except I was 10 and I knew it was fiction. Cece was like, I love this book. I'm going to live in it.
Buddy up with everything they could possibly imagine. I'm
That's
picking
great.
up a patient today, actually, and he'll be getting his 8th, 6th COVID shot. I mean, really, you know, this is great.
His 86 COVID shot or his 8th and or 6th COVID shot. Either way, you know, you just want to make sure that he's not getting chipped, I'm assuming. Or are you just angry because like the vaccine is useless because COVID, like I still don't understand. Because here's the thing, if you believe that COVID was a virus that the government like is trying to use to depopulate the world, then wouldn't you want people to get vaccine? You know, you'd want them to be protected against that. You would think. At the same time, though, if you think COVID is fake, like, what do you think the vaccine would do? And, like, what is the vaccine doing to you? Usually they believe in chipping. And then what does that do? That's to control us. But I've had vaccines, and I don't feel anything different about myself. COVID fucked me up a lot more than the vaccine did, let me tell you. All right? So, I'm having a hard time. I still don't understand why people get so upset about that. You know? Oh, he does. He has children. He does, unfortunately. Devil said, since I got the jab, every time I walk past a 5G tower, my arm starts to tingle. It's 5G activated nanobots that control your thoughts. Duh. Oh, I see. So they're just controlling my thoughts right now to say that I feel normal. Got it. You've become a 5G tower since you got your shingle shots? Well, I mean, do you get good reception? Like, maybe it's worth it. Right? Yes, Bill Gates is trying to kill us all. I actually also have a stream entitled that, where we looked into the Bill Gates 5G conspiracy.
I don't understand, even when COVID hit, that people had all of this time on their hands to do shit, but they ended up doing dick, and they sat on the fucking couch on their fat ass and watched Netflix for fucking 4 years or 3 years, whatever how long it was. As a matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, we're still...
Yeah, you know what, CC? You caught everyone. You caught them. You see, guys? The thing is about CC here, he figured it out. Everyone just wanted to break from the world. The government, the people controlling the world to make sure that we all think that we're living on a globe Earth instead of realizing we're on a flat disc, you know? They were like, we really need a vacation. Right? We never get to go on vacation. Everyone else gets to go to Florida and shit, take vacations. All right? We need a vacay. So then they released the COVID virus to everyone in order to infect them with viruses, murder a whole bunch of people, just so that they could go and watch Netflix and have just, you know, a vacay. You know, you figured it out. Figured it all out, Cece. Look at that. Glober Mom says, when I got my COVID vax, I got the power to type telepathically. When I got my shingles vax, I got the power to create solar eclipses. You are welcome for the one on April 8th. Thank you. Thank you so much. Honestly, a lot of people didn't do much during the shutdowns because there was nothing to do it. Everything was shut down. You know? And I just don't think CC's thought that far yet.
Still in it, you know? Yeah, I finally found a car holder. I'm not too happy with it. It bounces around a little bit, but, you know, what are you going to do? You know, these things are like, they're shit. They're all outsourced. Everything is outsourced in this country. You know, I mean, it's unbelievable. The administration is a joke. Okay, Biden is not running this country. It could be the Clintons. It could be Obama. It could be the they.
The they. It could be the they. And he says that like we're all supposed to know who they is, by the way. You know? Just saying. Scam Chan says, my sales went into a slump during shutdown, but customers wanted drive-up delivery of their items. Yeah. Makes sense. The they. Yeah, the they. You know those ones? They. You know. I'm not allowed to enter China anymore. One too many Winnie the Pooh jokes.
Rockefellers, who knows? You know, who knows? I don't think they probably have anything to do with it.
Wait, are they the Rockefellers? Rothschilds? Oh my. Is that who they is? The Illuminati.
To be honest with you, they're more concerned about us being trained here on this flat plane and not thinking for your fucking self. Okay? That's what they're concerned about. They're concerned about billions of people.
Wouldn't you think that if that was true, then something would have happened to you, Cece? Like you would go magically missing one day? Because, like, you're in your car yelling at us a lot, and in your kitchen yelling at us a lot about how the earth is flat. So if we had the Illuminati out here, all right, let's say it's real and it's not just Scientology. Because in my opinion, the only Illuminati that may be real is Scientology in Hollywood, all right? Especially that Hollywood office there, all right? If you want anything as close to the Illuminati as you can get, it's that. But the actual Illuminati as they talk about it, no, I don't. There isn't one. But if there was, CC, and you were out here spreading around their little secret that they don't want to get out, right? Like, according to you, right? And that belief system, wouldn't something have happened to you? Especially if, like, they've also gotten a bunch of NPCs together and they have people crashing cars and, like, doing crazy stuff near you, you know? And all that. Because you're the main character of the earth. So you know that they know you exist. So, like, wouldn't they just get rid of you instead of doing all that then? They're just something to think about, you know? David Miscavige has been missing for a month now. Nobody knows where he is because his wife has finally been found. And yes, probably in the next couple weeks I'm going to be doing... I don't want to say a couple weeks. It might take me a little bit longer. I'm in the midst of getting ready to do a very, very big Scientology stream on all of that. Right? I guess you could say it's miscavaging in action. Good one. But yeah, see, and that's what I mean. All right. David Miscavige has been known to make people go missing. Scientology has been known to make people go missing. So, like, if there was an Illuminati, as people believe the Illuminati to be true, I don't think you would be here to be making these YouTube videos, CC. Okay? Like, you know. CC is driving a car for a living. An accident wouldn't even raise eyebrows, right? You would think. It's like his job is literally being on the road, taking people to their appointments, like elderly people, disabled people, etc. You know, it's like, have you not ever seen a car crash before? Like, come on, dude. Scientology are just cringy space Mormons. Huh. That sort of does describe them perfectly, doesn't it?
If there are actually billions of people on this flat plane, which I don't think they are, but that's a whole different video.
Okay.
That's what they're concerned of, a revolt.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, CC, I think you have a whole channel about that already, but do another video on that too, please. Yes.
Finally, somebody's saying we have been lied to all of our lives. We finally figured out why there's been a globe in front of us all the way up until senior year in high school. Why there is a globe in every fucking movie. Why they talk about space on a daily basis now about bullshit.
At the theater, and he was watching the Trolls with his family too, and he started recording, and he was all like, hey, look at, they're showing that the Earth is a globe in this movie. And his wife also, I believe it was his wife, also told him to shut the fuck up and stop.
Black
really?
holes,
here, she says, here.
Fucking quasars, fucking meteors, fucking all of this shit that is nonsense. Because that is there to reiterate fucking space.
Ah!
Conditioning. That's what.
Yeah, we're the ones getting conditioned. Okay. The funny thing CC doesn't seem to understand, since we were talking about cults, it brings up a good point, that people that are indoctrinated into something growing up, a lot of them tend to seek out the truth as they get older, more and more so. All right, us humans are very curious beings, you know? So it's not like everyone in the world would have been indoctrinated to believe that the Earth is a globe, and then only like 2,000 people speak out about how it's actually flat. The numbers would be way higher, right? Like, look at the number of people that have left cults and spoken out about them versus the number of people in the cult, just as an example. Look at Scientology as an example, right? Yeah, I'm sure you guys could all think of 2 or 3 like ex-Scientologists who have come out and spoken about it just off the top of your head. You know, maybe if you don't know their names, you can picture them, or, you know, like, just think about that. If with all those people in our world, right, if we were just being conditioned to think that, there would be like a good, probably about 1 billion people that would then be out here hardcore like, come on now, guys, the earth is flat, you know? You know, have a good one, Glober Mom. Good to see you. I can't stop by for a lot of your streams and videos. It's not in my time, but I do watch you all the time. Everyone go and subscribe to Glober Mom for more CC content or gaming streams. You know? But it's like the flat earth is not even really a thing. Okay, it's not really talked about on social media as much. Like, the numbers are very small. So it's like, if our entire world was lied to about something like that, there'd be so many people speaking out about it. It would be ridiculous. They're just hiding billions of people underneath the flat earth. They're the ones that are upside down. We figured it out.
What they need. That's what they need you to be. Conditioned. And that's why all of this is in place. It's just a matter of time. I mean, it's just...
But it's like, we all know CC conditions that hair.
A matter of time until people start waking up. You know, they're afraid to come out because they're going to get ridiculed and they're going to get all sorts of shit. But
that's the thing. That's the other thing, is that they don't really get all sorts of shit. Flat Earth isn't a big thing out here, like I said. Sure, there's people that make some Flat Earth videos and they get lots of views and whatnot. But it's not really like a trending topic at all times. like Cece's making it out to be. If you're just a Joe Blow or a Joe from Detroit, all right, out here in the world, and you just like start having that belief, it's not going to be like all of a sudden thousands of people are going to come and start ridiculing you. You know, like it's not like we're all over here and a bunch of us are like scared and we're like, oh no, we better say that the earth is a globe. Otherwise, people will make fun of us and whatever will I do? I can't speak out. I'm too scared. Like that's just not a thing. That's not how it is. But Cece seems to think it is.
The time is now.
Time is come!
Anyway. My Greek Easter's over. Christos Anesti. Adios Anesti. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I enjoyed myself. We were upstate, and it was just fantastic. I love going up there, you know. Not a car, not a siren, no bullshit, no people. Just the woods and you. Plenty of thinking to do. Of course, it rained up there the whole weekend, so that was a bust on taking any pictures up there or videos or anything like that.
Yeah, you know what? See, I'm sorry. That was my fault. I knew that you were going on that vacation, and so I called up the guy that's controlling the weather, and I was like, can you do me a favor and just make it rain in this spot? And they were like, sure. No problem. It will rain all weekend for his little vacay. And I was like, thank you. We can't have him speaking out about the chemtrails over there right now, okay? Thank you.
And again, we're going to get some more rain this weekend, and just like every fucking weekend for the last month. Again.
Yeah, it was like, hit him up in Westchester County every weekend. Every single weekend, all right? We want it raining there. Hide the sun.
It's cloudy on Friday night, and it continues until Sunday, so I can't take any pictures of these ridiculous lights up in the sky to show you that they're not fucking stars.
Oh, yeah, and I was like, he wants to expose us for having fake stars. We cannot have this. We need it to rain, all right? Because everyone knows that you cannot do photography in the rain. No one ever does that. That's crazy.
That these are wandering stars. They're lights inside the dome. I don't know where they are.
See, if the sky is covered in clouds, are you going to see a lot of stars? Ask yourself that.
I mean, you get to a certain altitude, you don't see them anymore, so maybe it's just a projection. You know, like I've been saying about the moon and the sun. That's your answer. Those two things up there, the sun and the moon, are your fucking answer to find out the truth. Focus on those. That's
the thing, is that even if you look up the sun and the moon and research it, and you don't like research anything about the earth, its shape, or anything about it whatsoever, you'll still come to the conclusion that the earth is probably a globe and not flat. But, you know.
Get that projection that's behind the sun, that's projecting the sun onto us. Because that
damn projection. Yeah, you gotta focus. You gotta wake up.
Wake up!
About the projection.
That's not the sun that you're looking at. That is a projection. Okay?
The sun is fake. Alright? The sun is fake. You know what you need to do? You need to
wake up!
I don't know how you're going to do it because the sun's fake, so there's not going to be any morning. And if you're like me and you're in a dark room, you can sleep for days. But you better just fucking wake up.
Wake up!
Because the sun is fake. Haven't you watched these people on TikTok talking about it? Damn it. They've been exposing it for weeks now. Don't you know?
Sure what the moon is exactly?
That might be a good start, Cece. Maybe, like, go and learn about the moon and the sun before you decide that they're fake and projections. Just, you know.
I believe it might be a projection, too. I don't know. I know you can't land on it. I know it's not as big as they say. You look at the
Again, though, why? Why do you know that? It's like I say to people in On Passive when they say, I know that we're going to be getting paid soon. I say, well, why do you know that? No evidence suggests that that's going to happen because the evidence we have suggests that everything's a lie over here. Same here. What makes you think that? Tell me.
Shadow, when you have an eclipse, it's only 70 miles. I mean, all of this stuff is there for you to figure out. For you to say to yourself, wait a minute, something's wrong. Why is the shadow only 70 miles? Why does the sun project a shadow of something that's exactly the same size? You know what I noticed, though?
What?
When the sun gets in between the trees here and the branches, it gets distorted. But when anything else, like when a plane passes by it, you can see the projection of the plane perfectly. It's just something with this.
You can see. Are you saying that you can see the cloud of airplanes flying in the sky? Like the shadow of one on the sun? Is that what you just said? Because no. That's it, just no.
Sun projecting through with the...
Wait, I have to go back for that one for a second. Because that was ridiculous.
Notice, though, when the sun gets in between the trees here and the branches, it gets distorted. But when anything else, like when a plane passes by it, you can see the projection of the plane perfectly. It's just something with the sun projecting through with the branches of the trees that I have to investigate a little bit more.
Are you taught something about the sun projecting through the branches of the trees that you have to investigate more? Cece, just for fun, what's photosynthesis? That'd be fun.
As I have to do with mud flood, as I have to do with the digital world, because that's what we live on, the probability, the possible, sorry, it's a tongue twister, possible probability of beyond flat Earth. Anyway, it's, I'll touch base with you tomorrow. I'm going to put some things together. Hopefully I can do something this weekend. Maybe we'll get some clear skies and patches or whatever.
And if CC does do something this weekend, don't worry. I will try to react to that as well.
I could start using the camera.
Yeah. That camera that you bought a long-ass time ago that you still haven't used, that you got to prove to us that the Earth was... Yeah, you should.
Apparently they discontinued the P1000. Can't get it anymore?
Oh, no.
I guess you're shit out of luck. Well, I got one. I can play with
CC got one.
it. All right. I thank you for viewing. I thank you for subbing to my channel and let me be a part of your life.
Lord, CC. That was a mess. That was a mess. You were angry. You're confused. You don't understand why people don't feel the Earth rotating still. All right. It rotates to the point where you wouldn't feel it. We've gone through it 100 times. You don't believe in gravity. You don't understand it. Cece, thank you. Thank you for letting me be here and view your videos and for letting me be a part of your life and for being a part of my life. I hope that you enjoyed this celebration of your career, Cece, if you ever see it in future. I don't know. I hope all of you guys had fun. That's all that I've got for you today. It was a fun stream to do, a little shorter than usual, but you know, it's CC doesn't make 5-hour-long webinars like On Passive does. Thankfully, I hope he never starts. So we'll see if he puts something together this weekend, and if he does, maybe I'll react to it next Friday or the Friday after. We'll do another clip one. Let me know what you guys prefer in the comments down below. Happy Flat Earth Friday, everyone. I hope all of you have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your day. Please stay tuned to the community tab where I do updates on what we are doing with the channel, with streams, and I post all the videos and stuff there too that I make, since notifications never want to work. And there might be a video over the weekend. I'm not really sure. We'll see if I can get editing done. I'm hoping to put one up before Monday, but we'll see. Otherwise, I will be streaming on Monday afternoon for MLM Monday, and it will probably be Marty and Chris. I'll see what happens. But again, have a fabulous, amazing, amazing weekend. I love all of you. Thank you so much for celebrating CC and celebrating Flat Earth Friday with me. I'll see you all soon with another one. Mwah! Bye!
All right, YouTube, you bastards. Okay,
The sun was standing.
Why don't you stop this bullshit? Idiot.
See, I didn't know that. Are you still asleep? Huh? Are you still asleep? Wake up!
what the fuck is the matter with these people?
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god.